Transmitting. Oh no, there we go.
Yep, we're back. We are back.
Refresh time. Okay. Horace, you're still open, right? Good. Okay, yeah, no. Yeah, had to restart Streamlabs OBS. This just happened. Again, this happens a lot. But I'm in some sort of maze. A maze for... Oh, I'm...
This was very strange. Everything almost looked like they were stage props.
Oh no, did it just crash again? Oh, okay, no.
No, it's fine.
Well, I've left the Earth, despite being on the moon. Here's the thing, though, right? I had time to... I think they forgot that they added the balloon power-up, because, Yep, that sure seems like they forgot the balloon power-up existed for this room, huh? Oh, dang it. Try this one, which takes me here. Try this one, which takes me here. Try this one, it takes me there again. I jump over there. I take this one, it takes me here. I take this one, it's the monolith. Yeah. I guess it's going to be one of these references in every room, huh?
Let me guess. Those walls are ones you can't walk up?
Yeah, and the vents I can't, apparently. Because the devs clearly just didn't want to do that.
Wait, but what about your balloon?
Balloon still works.
Balloon will let you work, but it won't let you grab whilst you're falling, I don't think.
The balloon is just... I think I want to go this way. Ow. My blood. Ow, my blood.
You're a robot, you don't have any blood.
I can have a little of blood as a treat or something.
No, you don't need the blood, just give me all the blood.
And here's the thing, gravity...
This feels like padding.
This feels like...
This feels like the end. This has got to be the end of the game, surely.
This is near the end of the game, definitely.
We were warmly greeted by the man in black and his friends. before they whisked us away to show us the rest of the base. Although the buildings were clearly for military use, we walked through huge hallways and galleries. They really were the types of rooms you would expect to see in a 5-star hotel or a beautiful palace. "I'm sorry your husband couldn't be here," said the man in black. "Yes," said the old lady with a smile. "I'm sure he would have enjoyed the adventure." Heather and Preston were just excited to be on the moon. But the scientists were confused as to why we were invited. "Yes, why are we here?" said the French doctor. "Surely it wasn't merely to see your extravagant moon base." The man in black explained that once the war had escalated, he and his associates had tactically relocated to the moon. "What associates? You and your billionaire mates," said Mr. Preston. "See, I told you, the Black Knight satellite, moon bases, JFK, it's all true." But Mr. Silton called him a and told him to off. "Well, if you're going to keep a civilization alive, it's going to need its leaders," said the man in black. "Come now, let me show you some more." We walked along tall metal gantries and through to another cavernous gallery. Its classical architecture made it look like
Technically,
some
your
kind
people are
of
the ones that
grand
kind of
museum.
caused the robot
The
war.
man in black explained that when they had landed on the moon, they had crashed even worse.
And
than
I
we
would
did,
argue that means
and
that you aren't
they
heroes
lost
because you
many
don't get
valuable
credit for cleaning up
passengers.
the mess that you guys
He was
started.
quiet for a moment. Then he
Oh
composed
god, the
himself
Queen
and
died when she
continued.
crashed on the
He
moon.
explained that the only other shuttles they had were the one we arrived in and the small automated rocket that took their irradiated material out into space. Sim was impressed. "So, nuclear-powered then?" he said with a knowing smile. "Yes indeed," replied the man in black as he explained that the entire base was capable of containing a small country. Mr. Deck was also clearly impressed and said, "I don't suppose you need a butler?" "Well, we used to have servant robots," said the man in black as he turned to me. He explained that. "Now, I was the only robot on the moon after they had all the others removed." "Come now," he said with a smile. "You must all be tired. Let me show you to your rooms." I shared a room with Heather. It wasn't exactly nice, but at least the bunk beds were exciting. Heather had fallen asleep by the time I'd looked around. After all, just like the man in black had said, we were all very tired.
Yeah, that's a Red Wolf reference. I'm what?
There's at least 3
I saved the
chapters
world
left.
via a... I saved the world from a robot apocalypse via Metroidvania, and now I'm...
There's 5 chapters to go. You're nowhere near the end.
I don't know why you said that, but you're correct.
You've just started chapter 17. There's 22 chapters. You are the equivalent of 4/5 of the way through this game.
It was difficult to tell, but it was the morning. I think the classical music was supposed to help wake everyone. But Heather and I had already been up for ages playing video games. Soon, everyone had gathered together. However, Mr. Silton still wasn't talking to Mr. Preston, who had again called him a proper c***. But the man in black suggested everyone wore their best clothes, as we were going on a tour of the base. There were hundreds if not thousands of troops, all training on various assault courses. Eventually we made our way through to yet another grand room. It almost looked like a theatre with rows of plush seating, but where the stage would be was a large assault course. "Everyone, please take a seat," said the man in black. "Not you, robot, you can come up here with me." As I joined the man in black on the stage area, the room filled up with more and more important-looking people.
No.
The man
Oh,
in black
why
gestured
would
with
those
the
ones
exaggerated
survive?
movements of a circus master. "Gentlemen and ladies," he continued, "let's see what this little fellow can do." "Please," he said as he turned to me, "make your way from one end of the room to the other."
into this part of the game, I guess.
Welcome to Battle Block Theater, I guess.
I think I might have been... I am fighting for the Queen's amusement in a Star Wars zone.
And Donald Trump.
I'm not fighting for his amusement.
Look, at least he has a term of office. He gets kicked out eventually. The Queen has no such term.
I mean, I think his term of office got permanently extended around the time the robot apocalypse happened in this universe.
You get what I mean? Like, at least with a president, there is like a limit to how long they can remain in power.
Yeah, you say that, there's been like... The time period in this is nebulous at best.
It can't have been that long, is the thing. Because the kid is still a kid.
We seem to be both in the 80s and the 20s and 2019.
Like, it's clearly been a couple of years, but it's not been ridiculous amounts of time between the start of the game and the current point.
Yeah, I think. I killed my brother about 10 minutes ago.
It's your predecessor.
That's like what... That's basically what a brother is, right?
You're not meant to replace the brother. The predecessor you're meant to replace.
I mean... Depends on the brother, honestly.
Now's not the time for you to admit to murder to everyone on
I
screen.
didn't murder him! He's younger than me!
Well, not yet.
Oh
still
no,
here.
imagine... Oh no, my temptation to commit to the bit is yet again activated. And I'm like, well, now I need to have my brother cover one of these dreams for me as my replacement, as an April Fool's joke.
Well, you were saying you wanted to have your brother do a thing anyway.
I kind of want to have... my brother's a very talented kid. I'd like to be on his feet anyway, but like, don't know when he has time. He's, actually got a job and shit. He's the successful one. Also, a straight dude, which might cause some issues with the stream that audience. But,
We're fine with straight cis people. We tolerate Panda.
I mean, yeah.
I'm joking. The only reason I'm making that joke is I'm fully aware of what Panda's Twitter bio is.
I've forgotten what Panda's Twitter bio is.
Yes,
Can I merge them now?
Very impressive how it gives the illusion of thinking for itself, said the man in black as he
Okay, I wouldn't say
instructed the galleys
straight
to
because I don't know that
restructure
bit
the room.
actually, but
Please,
I am
he
aware
said
that
again,
Panda's
make your
thing
way
at
from
least
one end
says.
of the room to the other.
Let me bring it up so I know what I'm actually saying.
Double check Panda's Twitter bio to make sure you're not slandering
okay.
him.
Yeah, Panda's bio explicitly says a cis person.
Actually, yeah, that doesn't say man. I'm sorry if I've been doing the wrong gender for Panda this whole time.
It says he, him, a cis person.
Oh, okay. So that's it's safe to assume that you're not cis. My brain is not again. Okay, now where am I going?
I know, right, me? It's so weird.
Oh, I have to jump down there. Oh.
If I fucked up Panda, it's solely because I've read your bio before. If I fucked up, it's still on me, but that's where I get my information from.
Twitter and Twitter only.
In fact, it's Panda's own description of themselves.
Yeah.
If I fucked up, then yes, it's on me. But that's where I got my information from.
I'm gonna die.
I do not know, Panda. I didn't know what that bit of your bio was, so I just didn't mention that bit. I know, right, me? And we thought we could just tell them people were cis, but apparently we can't do that.
What kind of world are we in now, eh? We can't even tell if a cis person is infiltrating our ranks. Thank you.
That wasn't a, that was a sneeze, that was a snort.
Okay. Sorry,
Fair
I will
enough.
not die, it's a problem.
That was my mistake for saying that bit at the beginning when I was making my joke, Panda. That is on me, that bit.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, Panda's one of those people that's just sort of mysteriously there.
I mean, at one point Panda did tell us what he does, but I can't remember what it is.
Probably a crime. Maybe Panda's the suspiciously wealthy furry.
Panda, if you are the suspiciously wealthy fairy, it's time to own up.
This is their flesh zone.
This is your last chance to not become guillotined if you're the suspiciously rich fairy.
We'll let the suspiciously rich furries live, of course,
No,
because they'll pay us.
I'm with Nick on the logic of if a billionaire helps me, I'm still guillotining them, because if they're willing to help in their own destruction, that's on them.
I mean, I'd argue that any billionaire who would actually be helping would just cease to be a billionaire and get thriving murdered, so... That's the easy way out, just give all your money away, it's fine. Don't question. Oh shit, I'm a bit sick. The high jump.
Yeah, we love you, Panda.
Panda, you're good. Like, I like to do jokes, but like nobody owes me an identity to be in this group. Like, because that's a bad idea. Oh, my blood.
It was literally, I saw a punchline because I remembered what your bio was. Like, if you're not happy with it, let me know and I'm more than willing to, like, apologise for that one.
Yeah, the music's real loud in this chapter. Yeah, I'll drop that a bit. Sorry. The volumes, it's an indie game, so the volume is a bit of a hot, the audio is a bit of a hot mess. And I'm a Twitch streamer, so you know, that's going to make it even worse. There's two things that have bad audio mixing, it's indie games and Twitch streamers.
Even if we add more obstacles, he said, this unit has the thought capacity to overcome them. I didn't like how he talked about me, like I was a thing, rather than a person, but I was too embarrassed to say anything. Please, he said again, you know what to do.
Stop bullying
the other
me.
end of the
I
room,
think you're
in
maybe...
your own time.
This person looks like John Cleese currently looks like. Wait, did they get rid of all the robots on the moon by killing them?
Probably, yeah.
John, many bad things, please, yes. Transphobia is the one my brain latches onto the most for some reason.
Now that you mention it, all of the world leaders shown here are the conservative ones.
I don't think that's not deliberate, but also they did quote that Prime Minister earlier.
They were quoting the guy who basically made the modern Tory method of politics.
Yeah. not sure what this game's politics are, if anything really. I think they come
They
across
seem to
mostly
be
as
anti-war.
oh my god, they put a wall there just to bully me.
Like, at minimum, they're anti-war.
Yeah, there's... I don't really see this as a game that's trying to do a deep political message, particularly other than maybe don't be bad. Because kind of Horace's message so far is being a violent murderer isn't that good. Maybe you should be nice instead. You know, one of those games. It's fine. Oh no, my blood.
If you see the upsetting thing that Lil Nas is doing NFTs.
Oh god, no. I'm trying to forget about that. Yeah, that's something you would do. Yes! Dude likes controversy, is the thing. And usually controversy that won't actually hurt anyone in the long run, but yeah.
That's kind of
Lindsay
cool. though.
Lohan's persona is an NFT.
That's
What?
kind of cool. That's kind of cool, admit it.
That hurts my brain, I'm gonna be honest.
Where did you find that information, Panda? Because that's interesting.
That got disseminated earlier on Twitter. It's not specifically an NFT. It's not specifically her persona. It's another It's another one of those random character generator things, where it's very obvious that they're using a limited suite of pieces and parts.
That's the worst way to have a persona.
Oh no, it's so fucking amateur. They don't have a tail and they forgot to put the ears on top. Like, it's very obvious that there's no actual, that if there are actual furries working on it, they aren't very good.
Lindsay Lohan's persona forgot the tail. A crime worse than other crimes. Oh.
Very impressive. I'm sure you'll agree, ladies and gentlemen, said the man in black. You must be wondering if there's anything this robot can't do.
Die.
Let's find out. Robot, I want you to kill this man.
No.
Kill him. That's an order. And now you see the problem. We cannot allow robots to have free will. They must be programmed to follow orders at any cost.
What?
Ever since the dawn of time, there has been an order to things, said the
This is how
man
you
in
got the
black
war
as we
robots.
began walking along
Yeah,
another grand
I think I'd like to
corridor.
get rid of the world leaders.
The strong defeat the weak, the wise defeat the ignorant. That's the way things need to be. Here we are. Deck, would you fix me a drink? The bar is just down
And
there.
suddenly this game is swinging a bit more left.
Mm-hmm.
Normally things tick
Kind
along
of.
just fine, continued the man in black. But every
kind
now
of
and
depends
then
on how they
something
run
comes
this
along
through in
that
the end.
upsets the apple cart. And that's when a
Because
little
the problem is you can do,
intervention
oh
is
yeah, right, if the
required.
strong is a thing,
Robot,
and then
you
decide
may
it's
not
actually
be
a good thing.
dangerous, but
Which
you
is what
are
they
dangerous to
are
me and
currently
my
doing, the
clan.
right of the
You're
strong
kinda not
spiel.
humanity's equals. You are slaves. Your very existence is a threat to the natural order of things, and that is why you must be destroyed.
This feels a bit
I'm
more like
afraid
Neil
your friends
Blomkamp
have to die too. They would
plot.
never keep quiet if we let them go.
Oh. This is the title screen music. Yeah, why did we trust them? Oh no, all of the ones that weren't personal friends with me. Oh, shit. Ted just died. Jesus. Shit. Yeah, no. That's... This is why you should never trust the Queen, Margaret Thatcher, or Donald Trump. Oh, wait a second. I'm invincible. They can't kill me.
Well, they can turn off your invincibility. It's literally a switch.
I just respawned. Gee, oh my.
You could literally have a turn off invincibility switch.
I'm... I didn't keep the hat, though. Oh. Still collecting the junk, huh? Did I just... I just collected a million junk.
Congrats.
I can jump, I can take one hit, and I'm not going to be able to get all the moon junk.
Can you use your vortex power to get it?
Free the rabbit. This is all... It's fine, don't worry, I'm just... desperately crawling from...
Good news, you can now define everyone as trash.
Oh, hacking! Okay! This is a video game! I'm sorry, I did actually take my sleepy pills today. Because I was like, I'm gonna test if I can... This is similar graphics to Pony Island, but it's... Oh good, I've got access.
My body was broken, but my brain still worked, so I hacked the system and opened an important looking door.
Oh, well, I took a hit. I got a key. I fell on the electrics. Still have the key, though. No. Oh, no. Don't worry, I got a bunny with me. I'm sure the bunny will be fine and won't die like Bill and Ted Bill did a second ago.
It's fine, the Keanu Reeves stand-in survived.
Yeah, I mean, that is what matters in this world.
Somehow the Shakespeare truth has survived, but...
Oh no, which one of them is a... Who's a Shakespeare truther? Oh,
Keanu
no.
Reeves is the Shakespeare truther.
Oh,
the
no.
other one is a successful movie director. Is it Alex Winter? Alex Winter is something.
Why do you have to make me have... Don't make me think bad thoughts about Keanu Reeves, please?
I can't make you do anything, but now you're aware of the truth.
The truth does not set me free.
It's not meant to.
Okay, to be fair, the thing with Shakespeare Truth is basically, I'm fine if it's just, oh, that's a fun little theory. If they're anti-Stratfordians, that's bad.
Well, the issue with Shakespeare truthing is a large basis of it is the idea that only a noble could come up with the stuff that Shakespeare came up with.
Yeah, it's like, again, I don't see that thinking that Shakespeare didn't write Shakespeare is inevitably leading to that. just that it's likely.
Have you noticed how you have the Death Star window in the background yet?
No, yeah, this whole place is very Star Wars aesthetic. I didn't feel a need to comment. Okay, the mirroring is a bit messed up on this, let's be fair. Oh, a camera! Oh. Enter password. It's junk. Because I can't open it. Oh no. I've saved the I love that my character's just like, yeah, no, I'm saving the bunnies.
Welcome to the escape pod.
Oh god, the
Entering
friends
launch
font!
mode. Get ready.
And one of the only voices in this game that wasn't. Okay. Okay, it appears that this is a...
Speed boost. Speed up.
It's interesting that this is the first thing that isn't... Oh, they've got red crosses on them like they're fascists. They've got sort of... Something about this makes me think this might in fact not... That these guys living on the moon might not actually be good people.
Speed boost.
Maybe going to the moon was a bad decision. It's a shame because,
Speed boost.
you know, the moon's quite cool. I quite like the moon. It's a shame that the Nazis always steal it in movies. Fuck!
I mean, Gru also stole the moon.
Who stole the moon?
Speed boost.
Gru also stole the moon in Despicable Me.
Yeah, I mean, Gru is evil. In theory, the evilest person of his time based on the lore of the Minions movie.
Yeah, the fact that the Minions went into isolation after Napoleon and didn't come back until after Hitler is very funny.
Yeah. They didn't want to admit that their lore
But
would
if they
mean
did-
that the Minions would side with Hitler and get him to beat himself.
Oh, I know, but what's even funnier is it also just confirms that had they been there, they absolutely would have.
The Minions would have ended World War II early.
Yeah, that's what's funny.
That's such a lot. They went to the moon because the plot had to progress, and they thought that they were going to be nice, I guess.
Yeah. They were basically being brought up so they could strategize how to build the whole brave new world.
Yeah, like... Meat? What does that mean? Yeah, it's pretty arbitrary, but the problem is I think they probably did what a lot of games haven't had. A list of cool set pieces they wanted to do.
Warning.
A list of
Large craft approaching.
the like, what do you call it, emotional beats they wanted to hit, and those bits in isolation work quite well, but the connecting the moon, they clearly had some issues connecting the moon bit to the... Yeah, no, this is definitely becoming a reference to that,
Large
huh?
craft approaching.
This is definitely referencing, the Nazis on the moon movie, huh? So I would say looks like a Dalek spaceship, but Dalek spaceships look like every fucking UFO.
That's standard
Large craft
UFO
approaching.
with
Yeah.
a very interesting glyph on the side of it.
Yeah, somebody didn't want to use the actual Nazi symbol, huh?
I mean, they've gone for the Iron Cross looking
Large
thing
craft
instead.
approaching.
Yeah.
Multi-shot.
Yeah, no, Ari, you're kind of right.
Warning. Large
Yeah, like
craft
they've literally
approaching.
gone for what is essentially just an Iron Cross instead near enough.
Yeah.
Like, it's not quite
Now we
one.
can release our game in Germany! Yay!
It's not quite an Iron Cross.
Large craft approaching.
Like,
Yeah.
it's missing a few things that would make it one. But, you know, the point is obvious enough.
Yeah, no. Now the fact Margaret Thatcher was on the moon
Warning.
is
Large craft
foreshadowing, I guess.
Multi-shot.
Shame I didn't keep my power-ups because I was having a lot more fun when I could just shoot everything. Oh no, please die. Please die. I would like it if you would die, please. Oh my god. Good, I'm alive. In the 80s, most bad guys were Donald Trump, actually. Huh, yeah. There we go. And it's a Star Wars, isn't it? Oh, we were doing a Star Wars? Is it a Star Wars? Oh, no, that's not a cutscene I interact with. Never mind. I appreciate that you can pause all of them. I hope the bunny survived. Well, there's a Winston Churchill quote. Sure, why not at this point? I really do think they just went through a quote book and found the ones that they wanted to fit, regardless of who actually said it.
Oh, I know, because it's just a bit... They've quoted Sylvester Stallone right next to lots of right-wing people.
Yeah.
And I suspect you're right, and I suspect it's just coincidence. It's just a bit awkward.
This game needs more quotes from Karl Marx.
No, it's not even
Or
that.
Yoda.
You know what I mean.
Famed
Like,
leftist icon Yoda.
Ah, yeah,
Oh,
Yoda. Somebody who's
Yeah, no,
Traditional.
Yoda is not an
a
actual
heavy,
leftist icon.
heavy liberal.
God, yeah.
notable
No.
traditional.
Yoda's a fucking lib until he dies.
No, but you know what I mean. It's not so much that I think, there should be more left-wing on there. It's just there's a
No,
fuck ton
it
of...
is interesting, the quotes that are
Yeah,
being used in the context of a game which is probably not trying to be right-wing.
No. I mean, they've explicitly put the right-wing lot as bad in the current bit.
Yeah. It's like I don't think they really considered where the quotes were coming from. Oh, I'm vaporwaving. Oh, okay. It looks like death looks like vaporwave.
Good. As it should.
Oh god, be careful of visual sensitivity at this point. Because, fuck me running.
Yeah, you might want to look away at this bit.
Yeah, okay, good again now. For a bit. I'm in a rainbow. But again, it's like, they had some cool visuals. They need a scene where they can be utilised. That makes sense. Again, I still overall really like this game. Like,
Yeah.
100% like gay Horace. Oh. Hi, person who looks a lot like that robot that killed me earlier. Are you the
mean,
nice
they're all
virus
friends
making fun of me
now.
now?
Yeah, they're all friends
We're
now.
friends now.
Also, they're definitely kind of unified against one enemy.
Robot, fix me. Trans.
My name's Fort, said the big robot. I guess I looked puzzled as he then explained. When the nice virus hit, their robot leaders encouraged them to choose their own names. His serial number was H9CTTBVSHJ42. So he thought Fort would be a nice nickname, or as he put it, 4-2, Fort. Ooh. For a while, we were encouraged to show our individuality. I wish I hadn't bothered. He suddenly stopped and looked around. Come on, buddy. We should find somewhere to hide. The robo-government helicopters patrol at night.
Holy shit, we're actually living with the aftermath of what we did.
Yeah.
Good! Well, that's the logical progression of this story.
Like, you did
Those
kind of
platforms
play a part
don't
in
look
causing the
very
robot
safe.
war.
Be careful.
Then you stopped the robot
I
war.
don't know how I'd manage
And now you're dealing with,
without you.
the fact that, you kind of helped the people who took over after you stopped the robot war do what they're doing.
Yeah, we probably should have been we forgot to tell the robot ACAB before we saved the world. Is the problem. Okay, I don't have my sticky boots right now.
Why are there sores
Well,
here?
no, because you lost your
makes
legs and
no
you've got
sense.
just the kind of legs that you found for you.
Why are there sores here? It makes no sense.
Did you see that saw?
Do you
I saw
have
the saw.
all your powers except for that one now, though? 'Cause, like,
I
several
still
of your powers
didn't have most of my powers, yeah.
like, a lot of your powers were tied to other stuff, like, other things, weren't they?
I presume the reason those were kind of weird and ambiguous about how they worked and were put in is so that we can justify them being here still. Like the water power, that's just,
Right?
oh, you're covered in oil. Like that probably shouldn't transfer forward, but I'm glad it does because I don't want to have to deal with that.
Do you still have the balloon, though?
I do not appear to still have the balloon. Interesting.
That came from your hands, didn't it, is what I was thinking, and your
Sure.
hand got torn off.
Yeah, I'm not sure how much they're necessarily deliberately
Need
doing
to
that, or they just
concentrate.
cut the
Forgot
bits,
to
the
do
powers
them.
that were going to be inconvenient right now, but
It's like you're currently missing 2 power-up slots in your menu, I think.
I presume that by the end of the game they'll give them all back so I can go and do
As we sat waiting for the
Bits of
helicopter
these,
to
but-
pass, we continued chatting. I told Fort about everything that had happened to me, about my quest to clean a million things, about my friends and about everything that had happened on the moon. All I want now is to go home, I said.
You do clean them.
You can come to my home.
Said Fort.
I'm on the run, but it's pretty safe there.
When I asked Fort why he was on the run, he told me about everything that had happened to him. How after the nice virus there would be no more war, and therefore no need for most soldiers. Soldiers like him. As my model was designed to destroy other robots, we were built with an incredibly powerful core, he said. There was no way to disarm us, so we were put to death. Because of our power, the only way we could be detonated was deep underwater, miles out at sea.
Almost
Even
like
then
the
it
country
caused
failed to
huge
look after the
explosions.
veteran robots.
But while we were waiting to get on the boat, I just sort of ran off. As soon as the helicopter had gone, Fort said, "Let's move."
I'm just... Fuck.
"Here we go."
the nice robots still aren't that nice, huh?
Also, it's not clear who's ordering the destruction of the robots.
Oh,
Jump on
wait
the
a
spot in
second.
the sand so you don't sink.
Because, like, they were explicitly saying, you know, last I checked, most of the robots can fly. They don't necessarily need
Stay
the
low and
fucking
move
helicopters.
Yeah.
Kind of implies that,
Yeah,
That noise is
no.
annoying.
especially because, you know, you were trying to make, you know, equality with robots, and then suddenly you had the other guy going, no, you know, we are superior to the robots.
I wish you could
Yeah.
fly.
And then suddenly
Right
this
up to the
happens.
sky.
But I can't.
And they're referencing the puppets. Please
This
don't-
used to be used for archaeology surveys.
Come on, give me the suck. I gotta suck that corpse. Give me him. Suck. There we go.
Which puppets are they referencing?
I wish I could fly up into the sky.
Oh, that one.
I can. Why? Why? This is very English. Oh, it's the that is the pyramids.
Oh, well, and no.
Okay.
Have fun.
Have a good time. Thank you for being here.
We're very exposed up here.
This seemed quite valuable.
That's a safe. Oh, I can sell that for scrap.
But you've completed your life purpose, which is to collect 1 million scrap.
I think, yeah, I think I have actually.
Like, your one singular purpose in life was to collect 1 million scrap.
Yeah, I also.
Wait, is Horace going to discover nihilism now? Now that life really has no purpose.
Horace. I'm surprised Horace
Fort
hasn't
said
already
that it would
discovered
be
nihilism.
best if we waited in this
Look,
building. The
Horace
helicopter still
didn't
sounding
understand the
nearby,
difference between
and we
tobacco
were
and
in no
cannabis at
massive
one
rush.
point.
We soon got
It's
chatting
hard to
again.
tell how
Fort
much
explained
we
how the
saw.
robot cow had happened very quickly.
It was a matter of days after the nice virus hit. Every robot that was deemed unnecessary was destroyed, even harmless ones. It was considered logical and for the greater good, he said.
Yeah, no, somebody dead.
I wasn't sure what to say. I didn't think we could raise an army to fight the man in black, but I supposed I'd hoped we could do something to defend ourselves by the time they returned to Earth. As Fort filled the birds' dishes with food, I asked him why he carried them with him.
They can't fly anymore, so I feel kind of protective of them,
He said.
We found them in a bombed-out building.
It was so nice how he cared for them. I smiled and asked him their names.
This is Barry, and this little lady is Alice. I don't know why I picked those names.
But I knew why, and it made me smile.
When we found them, they were badly hurt.
Can't
But
imagine
my
why.
friend, she nursed them back to health.
I asked him where his friend was now, but Fort just looked at the floor and said,
The helicopter must be gone by now.
Well, that's the helicopter, huh? Wow, that helicopter
"Got to help
really
me
is
take
in.
the gunship down."
I'm not a soldier anymore.
The killer instinct is still inside you deep down.
That's in the past.
Horace, you've done a murder, don't? Oh, that's a lot of helicopter, huh?
I can't do this without you.
I don't want to hurt anyone.
It's a drone gunship. It doesn't have feelings.
I will try.
Okay, Panda says it's airborne.
Oh. Are we doing reference? Oh. Oh, water protect. There's a lot of murder. That one jump is getting me.
Water does slow down bullets, so like your range on bullets gets reduced a lot. Because water is approximately 100 times, it's like more than 100 times thicker than air. I think it's about 117 off the top of my head. But
It gave me the noise that I died enough to get an extra bonus thing that it's not here because the 4 points probably beamed. Water is immune to bullets. It's fine.
notably, if you can fire a gun underwater, it goes further than if you fire in the air into water. A large point of what's caused it to reduce in range is that difference in going from...
It's the skin.
It's the slowing down bit.
It's the surface tension. That's the word I was looking for, not skin.
It's more the density of the water is such a different amount.
Yeah, no, that's...
Slow down on it reduces it. It's not a surface tension thing, it's a going from one density to another thing.
Yeah, no, like that's what I mean. That's what surface tension is. Oh.
Get the furthest away one first.
Okay, sorry guys.
Like surface tension is surfaces resting on the minimum surface area as possible. That's what surface tension is. This is about like the density of water, because air is water is 100 and something times thicker than air.
Cunning plan with my bullet. Ow.
I mean, I could make the same joke again. It would have meant that we would have done that same joke 3 days running. So.
Oh god, it's tomorrow.
It's today, yeah.
I'm flailing a little bit. I didn't mean to beat Horace today, but like,
You're
now
not
I'm
going
here,
to
it's
still
like...
7 stats to go. Unless we're planning on doing another finish at 6 AM stream.
It happens sometimes, okay? Don't be sure. Every time I get like a fragment out of the... Need to take this slow. That's not taking it slow. Taking it fast. Because the throwing instincts aren't used to pertaining to dodging instincts. Okay, let's just... Come on, Horace. Just walk. No sprinting. now I skip the boss fight. Oh, I'm in control. Rip. You saved my life, friend. With flamethrowers. Yeah, I've done an hour. If the video ends up getting split up, this one's long enough still. I hate leaving it with like 5 minutes as an individual.
That's her, wearing her favorite dress.
Said Fort.
She
The
was
robot
a
has the
concierge
Mona Lisa.
robot, classy, intelligent, and designed to serve man. But when all the men were gone, just like me, she wasn't needed anymore.
Fort sighed and gently placed the photo back on the shelf. I thought I would try to cheer him up. Looking around the room, I saw a battered old piano and thought I would try playing the tune Heather had taught me.
Oh. I remember there being more buttons.
I told Fort how great I thought his house was, and I truly
That's
meant
the
it.
fucking Mona
But
Lisa.
I knew I needed to
Yeah,
get back to my
told you.
quest.
That's what I said a
However,
minute ago.
Things
sorry,
soon
babe.
got serious when I mentioned my gloves and shoes.
Do you mean the magic shoes of gravity
Defiance.
Fort asked, and Atlas gloves of mighty strength?
They sounded far grander when he described them, but I was pretty sure he meant the same things.
Oh,
The sacred artifacts,
Fort said,
Oh.
but before I could reply he burst into an explanation about how there were certain things from some kind of half-remembered time that the robot rulers considered sacred and holy.
I used to believe in it all, the words,
Oh, a lot
the
of
prophecies,
time's
I
passed,
even
hasn't
believed in the chosen one.
Said Fort.
But after well, I just couldn't swallow all the ghost stories and the nonsense about the afterlife. You know what I mean, buddy.
I didn't know about the afterlife, or the chosen one, but I knew ghosts were real. I then began to explain how Mr. Preston had told me the story about how Mrs. Silton had told him a story about the brother of a man who works with her uncle giving a young motorcyclist a lift after a crash outside the Blackwall Tunnel. He pulled up outside the motorcyclist's destination, but when the man turned around, the motorcyclist had vanished. So he knocked on the door and an old woman answered. When he asked her if she had a son, the woman burst into tears and said I did, but he died in a motorcycle accident exactly 10 years ago, just outside the Blackwall Tunnel. And so we began a conversation that would take us long into the night. I shared the various philosophies that the old man had taught me about life, the universe and Douglas Adams, while Fort explained the robot philosophies,
Well.
how there was a yearly competition to find the chosen
I
one,
think.
how they and only they would deserve the sacred artifacts, and how they would rule the world.
I think
It
Horace
all
might have
sounded so
become
grand.
Jesus.
But I suppose I was
Walking.
tired.
I mean, he
I'd
literally
be
died
happy
and came
now if I
back.
could just sit and play some video games. Eventually Fort stood up.
He's not the
Well,
Messiah, he's
it's
very
late.
naughty,
He
he's a very
said,
good
I
boy.
need to recharge. How are your batteries?
Like, if you
I
want Jesus
honestly
imagery,
had
just
no
remember,
idea how
he
my
literally got
batteries
fucking
were,
murdered.
so I smiled and said,
Descended from
"I'll
the
be
heavens
fine
and
here,
came back.
thanks."
They...
Like, he
Oh,
literally
my
descended
bunny's
from
here
heaven.
with me. I'm...
Yeah, like, if you want Jesus allegory for horror, like, He's literally dressed in white, flying around in this section. He descended from the heavens, died on, and then basically was reborn into a hell on earth. Like, the Jesus imagery is right there for the guy.
I'm...
I'll do it, was the first thing I said to Ford in the morning.
Do what?
Came his reply with a strange look. So I explained how I would enter this chosen one contest, get these sacred shoes and gloves, then we would return home and defend the planet from the man in black.
Who will, buddy?
Asked Ford.
Me
And you? He had a point, but I knew Heather and the rest of my friends would help. Maybe it was the talk that Ford and I'd had. Maybe it was the dream I had last night, or maybe it was just the urge to get home and make sure everyone was safe, but I suddenly felt like I could save the world.
Come on then, buddy, said Fort. Show me what you've got. If you're going to win the contest, you'll have to be good.
The contest might just be video games, huh? Oh my god, this is just Tron Pong.
The Tron game is actually quite good.
Which Tron game?
Most of the Tron games.
Really?
Yeah.
Including Kingdom Hearts Birth by Sleep? The
That's a
one where
Kingdom
I
Hearts
quit on the
game.
Tron stage?
No, it's explicitly a Kingdom Hearts game. That's the thing there. It has a Tron
stage in that
segment.
fucking
It has a Tron
sucks.
segment, but it's a Kingdom Hearts
Again,
game.
I got stuck. There are 2 playable characters in that game, and I got stuck on the Tron stage with both of them. It was also based on the Tron remake, which I don't
The
know a
remake's
lot
not
of.
awesome. Right, the remake isn't awful, is the thing. Like, it's not a great film, but it's it's much more about showing what they could do with CG effects, and they did well with it, is the thing.
That's kind of what original Tron was, but
Yeah,
less so.
Both Tron films have always been about showing what we can do
Ford
with
leant
technology
back with a
more than
big
telling a
smile.
story.
It's a long way
He said,
to the contest.
It's kind of like, you know how
it'll
PCs do
take
that
us
big
months to
show of
walk
what
to
their
the
graphics
robot
can
capital.
do?
We had
Tron
best get
movies are
going.
best thought of like that.
Yeah. So, the man gonna beat the man. Woo. That's definitely from a song, huh?
Again, on Fort's suggestion, we mainly travelled at night. Even though the world was such a mess, the twilight still made everything
I
look
like
quite
Yeah,
what they
that's
did in
also true,
Apocalyptic
Papa.
Wasteland, and I've done an even more Apocalyptic Wasteland. They just done a this is a double apocalypse. And also there's less junk in the double apocalypse, which is terrible. Ow, my blood.
Tron has always done well for like some games. Like it released a game called Tron Evolution, I think, for one of the systems.
I vaguely recall something about that.
Like,
Not playing it, but
It's one of the ones. Its plot's fairly weak, but gameplay-wise, it's quite fun. Tron knows what it's good at. It's, it's disc battles and light cycle races and stuff like
Deciding when it was
that.
time to move again.
Yeah.
And that works well as gameplay things because it's lots of separate types of gameplay that you can do.
We spent the next few months travelling like this until eventually we made
you've
it to the
looped.
robot capital
That was
city.
we were the pyramids already.
Yeah.
Ford had told me
Just
how the
realised these are
capital
all
used to
places
be
the
a
brain
human
went
city.
to.
But after the war, the robots had more than taken over. However, I didn't expect a
That's-
literal cathedral of video games.
That's Notre Dame, yeah.
I joined the queue and signed up for the tournament as soon
That's
as
a
I
comic.
could. I'll
That's
be over
Robbie
there,
Robot.
buddy. Good luck,
There's
said Ford as he
references.
found a seat with some huge agricultural robots and attempted to blend in. before the competition began, the host spoke of many rules, laws and grand philosophies, comparing life to various video games. It sort of reminded me of Alice's church, but with none of the warmth or compassion. But still everyone clapped.
I am literally
There
video
were to
game
be 3
Jesus now.
rounds to the competition, with a choice of 2 games per round. The player with the highest score
sorry,
would
I'm gonna
win
have to-
and advance to the next round.
I have to
I
know where
won the
this
coin
goes.
toss, so it was my decision which game we played.
Wait a minute. I've been playing video games. But, oh, they're all the arcade machines. Meryl
Which one is
Street
it?
Short sum
Fighter?
and score run as many points as you can.
That's funny as a pun. Day off you were better at, weren't you?
R2D2. Oh, because he's R2D2.
Yeah, they're all reference characters.
Of course. Don't worry, it's fine.
You need to be 9,430.
Maybe this wasn't the best decision. Banjovi.
You've won.
Oh, good.
Ladies and gentlemen, your round 1 winners.
That looks like Billy Mitchell. They're...
Well done, said Fort. I knew you could
it's
do it,
fucking-
buddy.
Oh, it's a bit
They have the
Round 1
Metropolis
was in the
robot. They
bag,
have the
but now
Metropolis
it was
robot there
time
as
to
well.
meet my
There's
opponents
so many
for
good
round
references
2.
here, it's just... Okay, so... I've never played Meryl Street Fighter, I never found that. But Dance Invader... Oh, they're choosing. Please pick Meryl Street Fighter, I want to see what it's like.
That's the
Come on,
Metropolis robot.
Cyberwoman, pick!
I think that's the Metropolis
Everything
robot.
and score run as many points as you
Cyberwoman, Cybermen look like the Metropolis robots to me, so... Speaking of which, that's an audio plot. So anyway... I haven't listened to it, I don't think it's out yet.
Yeah, it's literally the Metropolis robot, even the name says so.
Like Apocalypse.
So you gotta be 1,560.
This one, the harder ones as well.
That's the thing, Panda. The Metropolis robot does have that headpiece.
Yeah, no, again, it's probably a thing that was deliberate influence when the Sidemen did it at first.
And I'm fairly certain you've won this already.
Okay, one hit. I don't want to crush the hopes and dreams of all these people. But I...
Ladies and gentlemen,
Oh, there's
these
Robocop and a
4 are your
Terminator.
semi-finalists. Fort
Wait,
smiled
the
as I
Metropolis is
stepped off the
really
stage, but
I've
neither
never
of us
watched
said
Metropolis,
anything.
I really
We were
should.
too
It's
focused
really
on
good, is
winning.
the thing.
It's a classic
It's an old
film.
film. Yeah, it's 1920s, I
I will
think.
never get to play Meryl Street Fighter. But, oh god, please give me reasonable
Shoot everything and
force.
score run as many points as you can.
You're playing
Robert
reasonable
Cop.
force against
Oh my
Robocop.
god, that's a reference to a fucking Actions video. Well, to be fair, it's a reference to a bootleg that appeared in an Actions video, but
I mean, also it looks like Robot Cop, so it makes sense that they would use it.
no,
in the same way they use
the
Metropolis.
bootleg was called Robert.
Yeah, it's, you know what I mean, like, all of them are just kind of puns on the name, so Robot
Yeah.
Cop works, Metropolis was the other one, and then V2V2.
Anyway, Robocop says ACAB.
It was
Oh.
quite horrible, but I and the other loser of round 3 soon found ourselves inside a crusher. But my own personal cheat code kicked in, as my Lazarus chip took me back far enough.
Okay, so even if I lose, I...
Shoot everything and score as many points as you can.
Okay, though it would have more than one light, but... Robocop is like 3 or 4 references.
So you need to beat 5,760.
Oh god damn it, Ring got the high score and not me. Oh no.
Shoot everything and
Robocop is a good joke, is the thing. Do not stop firing and dodging. Fucking Robocop.
shoot everything and score.
You were
as
closer
many-
that time.
I may start spamming missiles as soon as I can as well. Because that helicopter section is pretty rough and you only got one life. Well, I did it, I guess.
So here we have it.
Yeah.
These two are our ultimate
Just gotta beat up
contestants.
Billy Mitchell.
They will now fight it out in the final round.
Yeah, I guess Hungry Ghost or Blank Cabinet. Mystery game.
So Pac-Man, or it could be anything.
Yeah, I'm presuming that those ones,
Cover the level with ectoplasm as fast
The-
as you can.
yeah, they've... Well, of course, the Pac-Man stuff. Richie Million? So I have 60 seconds, okay. Yeah, it's like reverse. It's Pac-Man, but it's like reversed Pac-Man optics. And also the Ghostbusters are trying to murder you. Get back here, Ray! No! I'm not getting a perfect game, but I know if I was going to get a perfect game, I mean... Oh, he slimed me. I, unlike Billy Mitchell, can beat one level of Ghostbusters. How did
Some
he die?
shadowy robots forced me into a crusher. So for once it didn't feel like cheating when my Lazarus chip kicked in.
Wait, I lost?
No, they kind of just forced you in regardless.
Also, those guys seem to be references to Star Wars.
Well, the fact
that's
they look
one
like
of those-
chihuahuas.
The
Okay, I'm
level
looking at little
detector
heads
passing as fast
on the
as you can.
one of them's Wally. Hungry Ghost first. Come on. Time to beat 60 seconds. Okay.
You've
so
got to carry the cover in under 60 seconds.
Oh, I've got to cover it in under 60 seconds, huh?
Well, given the wording they've got, which is cover the level, which means I assume get it covered in under 60.
But don't focus on
Yeah,
sliding.
use those as methods to like get
Use
them
them
to
as a
leave you
backup
alone.
plan. This is specifically the hotel scene, isn't it? Okay, I got 2 on me.
It might be worth grabbing one then, so then you can finish up in the last few seconds.
Yeah. 60, challenge over.
So you didn't do it.
Some shadowy robots
It might be worth just grabbing the foods when you
Me
come up to
into a
them because it makes them run
crusher.
away
Okay,
from you
so
for a
Yeah,
bit.
no.
didn't feel like cheating when my Lazarus chip kicked in.
It kind of does, Andy, I'm not wrong.
Cover the level
No,
you
it picks... Yeah, it's interesting they've got... The cabinets you don't play are the ones that you don't exist in the game. They've carefully made sure you can pick any of the games that they've already programmed out, but not necessarily the ones that they haven't got in the code. Yeah, this is how I used to play back when I just kept eating power bills, just like, I don't care, just fuck it up. Doesn't matter.
So right now there's several like gaps between tunnel bits that have been left alone.
Yeah, not sure if those count.
Yeah, they will count.
Oh, wait a minute. Oh, what? You weren't dead? They would come exactly the direction they would want them to.
That's like if you grab the food thing, you'll be fine. You can fill in the last few bits.
Take on the controller. Just gotta keep them at arm's length. Yeah, no, literally. Okay. 5 seconds to go up. Well, okay, I guess it was standing there.
That's what the wording was.
Everyone cheered. The
It
host
said cover
even
the whole
declared
level.
me the winner.
Yeah.
But then, for some reason, a videotape which contained a better score than mine was presented. I was then informed that I would have to play my opponent again, but now on a mystery game.
Okay.
It seemed a little unfair, but I guess it was supposed to be some kind of tiebreaker.
Okay. Grandfather, you're still at working age at bedroom. I am, who is asking? It's just, I wanted to visit the confectionery factory. Oh. I feel better, let's go. This appears to be... Oh. You stole fizzy lifting drinks. Why is this a... He started way ahead of me as well. What the fuck?
Hang on, why? Remind me, why is he getting this? It's like he lost.
Because he cheated. And they were like, okay, so we proved it. I don't know. They think they wanted to make the reference.
did they really want to make the Billy Mitchell's record for disputed things really that much?
I presume they wanted to get sued by Billy Mitchell's for publicity.
Some shadowy robots forced me into a crush.
Yeah, no.
So for once it didn't feel like cheating when my Lazarus chip kicked in.
Again, it's this game, which at its worst is reference soup. Benefits of the potion is my question. You stole fizzy lifting drinks. Here's the thing about the fizzy lifting drinks. They weren't in the book.
No, they're not.
This is specifically a reference to the movie of it's Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, the movie's name, not Charlie. So I guess they decided that no one would care about the protagonist.
It's partially because they wanted to create a non-perfect protagonist.
Some shadowy robots forced me into a crusher.
I think the
So
movie
for
is
once
actually
it didn't
probably
feel like cheating when
better
my
than the
Lazarus
book.
chip kicked
I mean,
in.
it's
As
got
a movie, at least.
it didn't need to be reshot to get rid of racism like the book needed to be redone to get rid of some of the racism. So
The book has... Well, I mean, the racism thing is just textually there, right? There's not very much you can do.
let's just say
Because
Uncle
with
Lumber's
the concept of this group of people are indentured servants that work for poker beans in
let's
our
just
chocolate
say
factory.
explicitly calling them Oompa Loompas was part of the rewrite.
Yeah. Really? They removed the fact they're called that?
No, that got added in the rewrite
Oh. Oh, no.
instead of something else,
Oh, no.
and it's exactly what you think it is, if not worse.
Is it the N-word?
Kind of.
Okay, bye for now, Silver.
It has the same connotations in the slavery aspect, yes.
Mm-hmm.
I had finally won round 4, and thus the whole
Billy Mitchell was
competition.
crying.
However, unknown to me but seemingly well known to everyone else, there was
Time to
more to
crush Billy
come.
Mitchell.
Well, Channel 5 with Flying Challenge. Hang on. Oh, there's women robots. This is the final challenge. I feel like the final challenge might not be a video game. Um.
As I walked forwards, I heard a voice reciting a poem. To see a world in a grain of sand, and a heaven in a wild flower, hold infinity in the palm of your hand, and eternity in an hour. Show me your mark, demanded the yellow machine. I would have done as he said, but I had no idea what he meant. The machine sighed, your serial number.
Who are you, robot?
To me, the number had always looked unimpressive, but it clearly meant something to this machine. For several minutes he called me things like the firstborn, the chosen light, the cleanser of the
My
world,
serial number
and
is
of course,
1.
literally, the one.
Yeah, you're the base model.
No matter,
Said the machine when he finally composed
That's
himself.
what I mean, like everything
Before
about
you
the
can take
robot
the
war
artifacts,
is built
we
on your
must
software.
play.
Yeah.
the game.
I have to play
Winner stays on. You of all people should know. This contest was conceived after we
Yes,
won
the
the war.
Metropolis robot.
To find the greatest robot. To find the one. I beat my predecessor and he beat his. However, I have an advantage. The humans broadcasting their nice virus wasn't the first time I had felt the sweet sting of life. Long before then I briefly worked in a seaside arcade. However, I was recalled in 1974 when my AI was deemed too great for the general public. No one could beat me then, and no one can beat me now.
This is built into a reference. Ah, yes.
Oh, you're playing Pong.
But also it's nostalgic. I guess this is a joke about Pong AIs.
Stop doing that.
This is a robot that
That
got
was a fluke.
too good at Pong.
Pong, a game that turned up in War Games.
Wait, is Pong in? What?
I'm fairly certain Pong is in War Games.
Not the war game
I
I'm
was
thinking of,
better
I'm
than you
presuming,
on my first boot up.
which is a Doctor Who episode before video
No.
games existed.
Can't you
It's the
even return the ball?
1983 game War Games. I'm sure Pong is in War Games at one point.
The thing with Pong is that that's just one name for Tennis 2.
My
The
point.
tennis game that's, oh god. I might actually lose at Pong.
Have you even
Yeah, maybe
played this
don't
game
lose a
before?
Pong.
No, you can't win.
The trick with
Stop
Pong is to
doing
trick
that.
both players going into the middle.
You say that as I keep doing that.
Nice to see you trying.
I mean,
Sometimes my conquered opponent has to be coaxed into submission, said the machine. Some by force, some by bribery, some just need a few simple words. But I understand my fate.
There will come soft rains and the smell of the ground, and swallows circling with their shimmering sound, and frogs in the pools singing at night, and wild plum trees in tremulous white. Robins will wear their feathery fire. Why haven't you done it? The button is right there. My soul is yours to take. But killing him was the last thing I wanted to do. So I asked him why should I? Because, he replied, this is the way things are, this is the way things have always been. So everyone wants to win this game, so they can sit in a dark cave waiting to play the game again. Things will have to change.
People. This is a game about people fighting and dying to play punk. In a dark cave. The sound. There's many sounds that could be made of this. But I think I have just become
The chosen one. Yeah, you're the chosen one.
Isn't the Pope just the chosen one for Catholicism?
Kind of, yeah. Except you get to vote for who your chosen one is.
Better than most chosen one systems, honestly. Wait, am I the...
Crown. That's a crown. That's not a Pope hat.
What? Am I just become... I'm... king? I definitely appear to have become king.
And you don't look happy about it.
Thank you for following Groom.
And so, I was crowned by the grace of God, defender of the faith and ruler of the known world. I gave many rousing speeches to my new nation, and when I told the machine about the moon and the man in Black's army,
Yeah, these are
he
very
discussed with
explicitly
the
some of
council
the
of 9
begin, like
advisors and assured
some of
me
the bits he's
everything
using
would
to
be
describe
taken
coming to
care
power
of.
are explicitly royal family,
I
not
had won the
things.
sacred tournament, so I, and I alone, had the right to wear the magic shoes of gravity defiance. The only trouble was,
Like
they didn't
defender
really
of the
work.
faith
I
explicitly,
mean,
like
they
an
were
English
fine as
monarchy
a pair
thing.
of shoes, but I could no longer run up walls. But I guess this didn't really matter anymore, as one of the many perks of being the ruler of the known universe was that I could have everything I ever wanted.
What?
As awesome as my arcade was, Fort made it clear he wanted to leave, as he thought we had more important things to do.
Moebius is still not working. And now I can play the mystery game Charlie if I want, and turn off all of them. Again.
Come and see me when you're ready to leave.
Fort was worried I was being sucked in by it all. I am not, I replied. I'm ruler of the world. Fort sighed. That's exactly what I mean. I've barely seen you in weeks. We were going to take Barry and Alice to the park, but all you do is play video games. You don't even care that there's a rocket coming from the moon. I've been busy, I explained, and the advisors said they'd take care of the moon. We beat the humans before. We're in a good position to enter into peace talks. Fort turned to leave the room. Buddy, you're as delusional as they are. Is this really everything you've ever wanted?
Two chapters to go.
I'm just. This is the point of the game where I'm just gripped. There's
It's one in the morning.
nothing happening. It's just space.
Oh god, you're gonna try and finish it today, aren't you?
I'm the king of the universe.
I felt awful about how I had
Are you
treated
sure you want to claim the
Fort,
title
so
king?
I arranged a day out for us as soon as I could.
I mean, I'll abdicate once the game's done, but you know.
Everyone says they'll give up power, but no one ever does.
No,
I had
very few
completely
people actually
forgotten that
do.
it was Heather's camera.
Oh.
Suddenly I was totally and completely overcome with the urge to go home. I thought I was happy here, but I realized I wasn't. Plus Fort was right, I was being delusional. The moon rocket must have landed by now and there really was no chance of peace. We had to do something. I told the advisors about my plan to go home and head off the Man in Black, but they seemed more concerned with taxing their own people and tried to fob me off with more days out and video games. So, we smiled and left the advisors to it, waited until dark, and on Fort's advice, just sort of ran off.
I've advocated the throne. Kinda.
It wasn't
You've not
difficult
given it up,
to
you've just
sneak
run
out.
off.
There was no one around thanks to the Robot City curfew laws, but to be honest, as I was their king, I don't think anyone would have stopped us anyway. I think my astro navigation had failed us, as neither I nor Fort remembered coming this way. Somehow we found ourselves in a massive forest, and Fort decided it was time to rest.
So my Firewatch video games.
It wasn't long before we were inside a huge sawmill. Fort seemed quite sad about the trees being cut down. Our journey took us through a huge theme park. It was just like the one in Alice's town, but much bigger.
I'm trying to work out if this is a metaphor that's going on right now.
What, that it's speedrunning you through everything you kind of went through already?
Kinda, yeah. I'm trying to just... Okay, let's the hopper. Jump over the sword bit.
Yes, the old Lancastrian Rose.
I'm just
So,
remembering that, I always call it in the Evolve film, disaster movie guy. Conspiracy
There's
theories
lots of
disaster movie guy.
Yeah.
Uh,
Is it the Aliens guy?
no, movie maker. Did an anti-Stratfordian movie.
Lots of people have done that.
No, as in like a dramatized one. Also did the one where the Earth froze and Independence Day.
Okay.
That guy, the guy who
Both
keeps
Fort
making
and
disaster
I was struck
movies.
by how similar the inside
that are
of the mill
disasters.
and the inside of a roller coaster were.
But do well commercially, yeah.
They do pretty well commercially. I won't take that away. Ah, the slippery zone. Oh yeah, no. Roland Emmerich. Godzilla somehow got me there. Because he did, as I said, an Andy Stratfordian movie, basically. About Shakespeare being a fake, which I think he believes, because he made a documentary to go with his fictionalized film. He uses his fictionalized film as like evidence for the non-fiction version.
Eventually,
Oh, he
we
did a
wound
bad
up
thing,
inside
okay.
the ski resort.
It's hard to
but we
tell
could
with
see
Roland
a
Emmerich
huge
what he
boat
actually
in the
believes and what he
valley
just
below.
thinks is fun. Because he does movies about conspiracy theories repeatedly and constantly. And yet also, every conspiracy theorist
Paul
character in
suggested we
is a
travel under the
weird,
cover of
crazy
night, as
person.
we were getting
From
near
what
the humans
those are,
and home.
Yeah, the issue is no conspiracy theorist thinks they're a conspiracy theorist.
yeah, but like, despite being right, the global
The cruise
warming
liner
people are
carried
always
us through the
wrong,
night
you know,
to warmer
in this
waters.
one, in Roland Emmerich land, to be clear.
No, but what I'm saying is, like, he may well be a massive conspiracy theorist, but
The
no
way that we
conspiracy
got
theorist
the boat
actually
looked
thinks they're the
pleasantly
conspiracy
familiar.
theorist.
The gleaming white cliffs made me feel like a soldier
But he
returning
portrayed the
home
conspiracy
from
theories
war.
that turn out to be
It was then I
correct in
realised
his
we were
movies
literally just
as being only
outside
believed by that
Alice's
sort of
house.
person.
I guess.
We were about to continue when Fort noticed something on my shoes. And
Oh
with that,
my god!
they worked again, allowing me once
shoes
more to
weren't
defy
switched
gravity. I kind of wished we had seen this switch months ago, but Fort just seemed to find it
Congratulations, you
hilarious
want one of
as
your
we
powers.
continued on our way
I've
home.
regained the powers. Okay, I need to do a quick BRB. Because I am yet again going further than I'm supposed to be. Oh god, Mina has messaged me about the thing. I'm BRB. Oh god, that's a bad one.
Yeah.
And I'm seemingly back. It would seem. I shouldn't. No, I was almost about to start another packet, so it's a poor decision. Is anybody home? I feel like these PCs are going to be something other than an Easter egg at some point, but I don't know when. Oh, Guile from Street Fighter is still there. There are humans, good. They're all probably references to things. But most of the players are robots. There's a lack of sitcom characters. Hi again.
Hello.
Still alive, buddy? Give me shield.
Restocking.
It can't have been that long then if he's still alive.
I don't know, maybe he's just immortal.
If he's immortal, why can't he just be the savior of humanity or whatever?
What was worried he'd stay in the arcade for weeks. Yeah, 5,000. Do this is probably the correct decision at this point in the game. Because I am. Imagine if everything in this game was just noises made by the same voice actor. That would be pretty awful for the person doing it, but also would be very fun. Also, like, is that the writing out of zeros for a million?
A million should be 6 zeros.
That's 6 zeros. There's also apparently negative 80 junk in this room.
Now then, said the dirty old man, let's see what you've got.
Oh, good.
The police
The
aren't
elderly
going to
still.
come looking for this. I like it. This is nice. Now that's going. If that's going. If that's
Most
it's
of
a
it.
big broke. Can't say that I already can't. Can never have that's go. Can't. That's a it's a big broke. I like it. That's a body that can't. I collect the. I've already the policeman. Can never. That's a impressive. I've already got my wife. Everything else is junk. Go on then.
I now have £1 million as well. That one. Still got one to close up. That's a good sign. They're up. Cops. Don't shoot me on sight. Come on, Thomas. We're leaving. Oh, he's on here too. Hey, buddy. You ever taken a train before?
Mind the doors. The train is now departing.
We're going to Factoryton, buddy. In theory, they won't shoot us there. It'll be fine. I'm slightly worried about the fact that all humans are replaced with murderers, but it's probably fine, right?
Factoryton. This is Factoryton.
Did Factoryton have a shop? Oh no,
No.
it's just got murderers. Okay, back on the train.
Mind the doors. Mind the doors.
I mean, these are nicer seats on
The
the train,
train
I'll be
is
honest.
now departing.
Also, I keep remembering that there is a junk here button, which will be very useful if I need to check for rooms I've missed. Which I probably won't be, but I've...
Mainton was the next stop. I could get back
Oh,
to the
the money
mainland
already,
and
you
Mr.
know.
Silton's from here.
Mainden. This is Mainden. Mind the doors. The train
Murder
is
me.
now departing.
That's a good sign. Good old arse end. robots still, and a real lack of humans, and military robots in a state, according to Will from Doctor Who, by the looks of things. Sure. Hey Bud, got anything to tell me? No? Okie dokie. Yeah, there are still people around. That's good to know.
I made my way back out to the mainland.
I've played a lot of platformers that don't go right at this point, so I'm a bit more flexible about that, but generally speaking. John. It is interesting as a game design note that this is one of the initial gimmicks of the game, the wall thing, and yet there are a lot of sections where they get rid of that for whatever excuse they can think of. And that's interesting, because it's like, it's a wrong position, it's just an interesting one. They went into a platformer, they came up with a cool gimmick, and then they made a bunch of levels that doesn't have that gimmick in it. It's odd. It's just kind of odd.
The boat was gone, so I decided to see if there was anyone in Mr. Silton's house.
Okay. The boat was gone. What's on my boat while I was away for potentially decades? Oh good, I have infinite lives in this house that I could have used rather than paying for them. It's fine. It's fine. What else am I using mine for at this point? Literally. I literally just,
More money than God.
I am a literal millionaire from selling junk. And I mean, in the economy of this game, a millionaire is not a lot, but still.
I suggested Fort find somewhere to hide. I thought the others may not have seen him as being as friendly as I did. I then made my way into the familiar damp hallway. Everyone was so pleased to see me. I explained how I had survived being dismantled and escaped from the moon. I told them about the robots and the game tournament, and everyone seemed to find it funny that I was crowned ruler of the universe. It was then that I felt a gentle tapping on my leg. I looked down and saw a small girl smiling at me. "This is our daughter Heather," said Mrs. Silton. "We named her after..." Mr. Silton burst into the room looking very angry. At first I thought he was joking, but it soon became clear that he wasn't. "I can't believe you came back here. It's all your fault. If it weren't for you, Preston would still be alive." "Barry, it's not his fault." But Mr. Silton suddenly looked very sad as he said, "This robot got your daughter killed." It might have been because he was 10 feet tall, or because he literally weighed a ton. But everybody was so scared it thought. Still, they all agreed it was fine for him to stay. We chatted long into the night until one by one, everyone went to bed.
I mean, it's not surprising you did see her get shot in like the
Yeah,
shot.
but there's corpses. Ghosts of my fallen friends. I'm.
Oh, they've got
You
Helen
can't
Keller.
sleep.
Okay, that's
Ask
good.
Mrs.
That's a good person
Silton,
to quote.
me as well. Number 2 on the way, she smiled.
At least I'm not barefoot. She then laughed, like it was a joke. But despite having traveled the world, I had no idea what she meant.
I suppose everyone else will be up in a bit. I'll get breakfast started. In the morning everyone continued chatting. The subject soon got back round to the military takeover and the man in black. We need to do something, said the old lady. They've destroyed the peace talks with the robots. Fighting could break out again in no time. I don't mean to sound overdramatic, but that would literally be the end of the world, explained Sim. Alice laughed. But the army, there's no way we can fight them. We've lost our band of thieves, and, in the words of that French professor, God rest his soul, we're just some old ladies. The old lady stood up. We just need to take back control of the satellite. We can broadcast a signal to the robots. Those robot advisors, they might listen if they actually saw this new moon army. And those giant robots, they call them killbots, said Mrs. Silton as she showed me several photos. It seems the house was surrounded by hundreds of troops and a few robots so tall they dwarfed the building itself. So, I suggested we made our way there so Fort and I could assess the situation.
Mr. Logan had got the boat out of hiding. I now just had to sail it from the dock back to the estate.
Yet again, many of my friends are dead. I'm not like this. I was expecting the game to pull its punches a bit more, but those are pretty major characters to die, you know?
I think it's because it showed you them getting shot and then it didn't go, oh no, at least one of them survived. Like, we knew one of them had because he literally got shot in the fucking head.
Yeah. Pretty fucking dead. Oh wait, I can just...
I knew you would come back here,
Came a horribly familiar voice.
I should have made sure you were dead when I had the chance.
It was the man in black. I have personally modified your nice virus, and now, with one flick of a switch,
I'll finish the job.
It's a war crime.
I mean, like, is it a war crime when they've already kind of put a kill switch on you and pulled back?
It's
Can't
not a
stop
war
them,
crime, but also shitting fuck.
Yeah, like, does it matter that you've committed a war crime when they've just gone and tried and done a genocide?
And I'm sad.
Welcome to the robot genocide.
Yeah, no, there's a lot of war crimes.
Mm.
Do you feel like Riley's robots, somehow?
Mm.
It's pointless now, said Alice. We might as well give up. I don't know, maybe we can arrange a truce. I mean, if we agree. But Sim couldn't even finish his sentence.
Mrs. Silton just sighed.
I think she was lost for words. We really need Barry and Logan if we're going to recapture the house, said the old lady.
Mrs. Silton explained she had phoned him earlier.
Apparently he sounded fine, at least until she mentioned coming home. Then he started screaming. I couldn't understand him at all. He wants nothing to do with saving the world. His words, not mine.
Sorry.
The old lady sighed. I was worried he might say that. I take it Logan stayed with him. Logan's more of a dog than the dog is, laughed Alice. The old lady was only really worried we would be outgunned. She said I would be the secret weapon as I would be able to sneak back into the house. That's true, said Sim, if we cause enough of a distraction. As long as you can get up to the roof, we'll be able to take control of the satellite. Hopefully the virus hasn't reached all the other robots around the world.
Suddenly, all hell broke loose.
The old lady, Alice and the
Why did
others
they bring
opened
the
fire. This was
blind
just the
man?
distraction I needed to make my way up to the
He's
roof.
gonna babysat.
I mean, he is right now.
I was gonna go in the basement passage, but you know, okay.
I was shocked. However, this time not just by the giant brain, but rather what the man in black had done to him.
I do not want to,
Said Mr. Deck,
but I will shoot you if I must.
Why don't you give up, said the man in black. Anton knew which side was right. Why don't you join us? I know we've had our differences, but I see potential in you. You could be my new right-hand man. You see, there's a link between you and I. Without me you wouldn't even be here. The two brothers
Designed and built you. But what nobody ever told you is,
they were funded by their third brother.
me.
I was speechless. How could he, this completely evil man, have something to do with my creation?
Thank you.
A minor setback, said the
That
man in
explains
black as
the
he
death
disconnected a
that you
piece of
saw
the
earlier
satellite
then.
hardware. I just need to take this core unit and hitch it up to one of the killbots. In fact, that will make the virus signal even stronger. Mr. Deck, said the man in black, would you be so kind as to watch the robot? Shoot him if he tries anything. Mr. Deck lowered his gun. You little yellow bastard, he said, you'd better run.
Still too proud, yeah. static fire, huh? Also, this, again,
Yeah, they didn't think it through when they made an enemy of you, did they? When, like, your chip, as I has noted, literally rewinds time every time you lose.
yeah. No, they kind of decided to put this on a video game protagonist who cannot die.
The last time to almost manage to kill you, they had to dismantle you without killing you. And even then, that didn't work.
Horace is nice. If he wasn't, that would be real bad.
What? An immortal robot that can't be stopped?
Yeah. Yeah, no, they really want to pick that fight. So this house continues to be incredibly unsafe. Just impressively unsafe. This is not a healthy environment.
It is, however, entirely up to code.
I'm sure. I'm just thinking of that. The RAI bit where Thomas starts going off about how the nuclear power plant full of monsters is entirely up to code, and they're allowed 5%. The only reason this is upsetting to Tommy is because there are too many mutants in the slug.
Because they've contained the electrical wires by submerging them partially in a non-conductive liquid.
Yeah, this isn't water. This is like something else.
This is by technicality entirely up to code as a result.
Was the code say about giant electrified fans and saw?
Not in theory they're fine as long as they're contained in a way that won't cause electrical fires, and they've been literally most of them have been contained within like a liquid.
this is the same boss music we got when we fought this boss last time. Also, this boss sucked last time too, huh? Oh, shit.
Remember, you do have a dash attack, which is your shoulder bar.
Oh yeah, dashing will help. It gives you some iframes actually. Twist of this was that black is my third Falcon.
Yeah. It's almost as impressive as the Spaceball, Chris.
Oh shit, I can... this side, it'll go down like it goes lower than the bonkers. My name for the hands apparently. There. Okay, maybe his hands are a bit more actually. Oh, ouch. Yeah, this is more interesting. There we go. Why am I barely audible? Oh wait, the music's loud. Okay, so this is Punch Out now apparently. It's a dodge. Right. Tutorial complete. Oh god. Video games. I'm gonna drop the audio a little bit here actually. I'm trying to be quiet because of it's quite late at this point.
Quite early, yeah.
Babe, I'll fight you.
You're rude.
I will. Fuck, this is the problem. Oh, Jesus. Oh, I am having. Oh, it's getting more mumbled. It's like approaching death. I did press that. I think it's getting easier when it's near death. Oh my god, I'm gonna have to punch this fucker off the entire island, aren't I? It's bad that this is a mini game. But I'm bad at fighting things. Ever before. And this is very much outside of my skill set. Horace, I'm here to help you. I don't like people dying. Maybe I should just... Oh, wait, never mind. I came out to watch him die. Well, that's my third father dead. A lot of dead dads.
Somehow the man in grey had snuck up behind Mrs. Silton. I tried to shout down, but no one could hear me.
No, don't. No, she's been pregnant for so much of the game. No.
Oi, shouted a familiar voice. Step away from my wife.
Yeah. Oh, wait.
The man in grey bragged with every blow. Who he'd hurt, who he'd tortured, how he'd made the world a better place. As he raised the gun to Mr. Silton's head, he said, "You're out of your depth. I'm a professional. I used to kill for the CIA." Mr. Silton just smiled and said, "Yeah, and I'm a proper c***."
Jeez. I'll be honest, I'm not sure quite what to go, but... Jesus! Streamlabs.
Oh, Barney Bennett just gone live. That's nice.
Streamlabs, are you working? Yeah, I managed to pause the cut. Thank goodness I can pause the flipping cutscenes. I'm gonna give it... They're just like, everyone got taken care of. The great and the good are trapped on the moon. For everyone who just missed that bit because of Streamlabs crashing during the final cutscene of the game. I'm still missing a power-up, actually. That's...
Well, you don't need it.
I mean... I could... I don't... Okay, so yeah. Apparently, all you've missed is that Mr. Silton hit a man with a pipe for an absurdly long amount of time. Then, apparently the great and the good are trapped on the moon. So, we might be the world government now. I'm going to continue in a few seconds.
Very easy to convince his troops to surrender.
I hope that too much didn't go out.
Signals came through from all over the planet, and soon the people began rebuilding civilization.
Oh, no, don't do that.
And again, I was heralded as a hero.
Hero, what? He's back and saved us.
Soon the
all.
representatives from around the world held their first united meeting, and I was invited to give a speech.
He doesn't have a name. He's called Horace, but... Oh. Uh-oh.
The old lady gently examined me, while Sim attached a cable from the diagnostic machine. "I've got some bad news," said the old lady as she took my hand. "The virus is rampant in your system. It's not as bad as it was with Betty Fluffers and Fort, but it's still destroying your circuitry." "I'm thinking," said Sim, "it must have something to do with consciousness. Yours seems more equipped to fight." "We'll still need to do something," said the old lady with a serious look.
Wait, does
"If
Horace
we
have
replace
robot
all of the
cancer?
infected parts, we..."
It's from the virus that made all the heads blow up.
"Come
Yeah.
on, mate," said
But also
Mr.
it's robot
Silton.
cancer.
"You know they can help." But I explained that it was too painful and hurt so much. Just having my diagnostic panel open was excruciating. "So you mean
Yes.
you can feel things? But you're not supposed to be able to." "The virus hasn't completely taken over," Sim explained. "But I don't know how long you've got, maybe months, maybe years. When you, well, if it all gets a bit too much," said the old lady, "come back here and we'll look after you. You should try to get everything done that you want to before then, though," said Sim. "You know, maybe complete your quest, get your million things, play some games. I mean just do all the things, bucket list mate." Interrupted Mr. Silton. "Go paint the town red." "Remember," said Alice, "should you need us." "Yes, should you need us," said Mr. Logan. "We'll be right here," said the old lady.
Waiting for you.
I mean, you completed your quest already, haven't you?
Yeah. I know there's... Let's say the word. I don't know what Bad Ram does, still. There's still a few rooms, the two with codes on them notably, which I don't know what they're for. I wish there was a better way of showing this on the map, but I don't have a mouse cursor. There are 3 rooms I have not visited in this place. And I think I've got most of the junk at this point in the house. A lot of people are dead or... And there's look all this music I haven't heard, I guess.
But is it maybe time at that point? The story is done, your quest is complete.
You want to go to bed, don't you?
It's also that very simple logic of like, the point of the game is kind of complete.
I am curious about what's on the cinema. Okay, so there are still locked scenes. Interesting. A lot of locked scenes, in fact. On Botflix.
Yeah, there was likely a couple more videotapes you could have potentially found.
What I'm curious about here is, will this end my gameplay? if I select this because I want to do the extra stuff, but I don't want to do the extra stuff on the screen necessarily.
You should probably make a copy of the save file in case. I mean, I can Google and find out.
Yeah, can you just go do a quick search, please? Sorry. Oh yeah, no, I am getting far away from my mic by accident. It's also because it's 2 in the morning, it's totally quiet. Like, I'm just... Oh fuck, I forgot that he was the postman. It's all slightly janky.
From what I'm seeing, if you click retire, he will die. And that seems to end your game.
So, for the sake of the stream, do I complete all of the little extra bits? Or do I just accept it?
A couple of days after those first lessons, the family had a big meal, and I was introduced to everyone else. The professor was the old man's brother. He was very quiet. The next morning, the old
Oh, okay, so you can... Sorry,
man gathered everyone together to show them what I was capable of.
Played literally all of
What
them.
else does he do?
Yeah, like, I guess there must have been some that were in my... I could have... I guess this means some of the things are missable.
Before you do, though, did you collect the final gift before the old man died?
No, I never did.
That
I
might
think
be
I
worth
did. I think it
going
was
up.
a teddy bear, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is... It's interesting how much it looks like it's just not... I've just not got. Because the game felt like quite a linear story. This noise hurts my
Asked
ears.
Mr. Silton. The old man smiled.
So I've got a million junk. I kind of want to see
Notably,
how
some
slight
areas
now the
can't.
enemies are going.
Notably, some areas you can't go back to after you've been to them once. Like the robot city, no matter what you do, you can't go back there.
Yeah, no, I figured. So this is the final world. Pretty much exploring all the levels bit of the game. Oh god, why do I have to go to this room again? Fuck.
It's your punishment.
If that's his name, I'm not sure. I've not watched that one. I mean, I know of the scene, that's about it. I think there's 2 scenes that people are aware of from the game. One of them is the scene where that man explodes from eating a waffle in mint. And the other is the one where death comes to dinner and they just sort of go along with it. how most Brits would react, I think. Oh, Death's here. Oh, make sure you get the good colour.
But it's based on an Edgar Allan Poe story, isn't it?
I have no clue. I know nothing.
I'm pretty sure it's based on The Mask of Red Death,
That's
which
amazing.
is an Edgar Allan Poe story.
That's a very good thing to base something on. Okay, yeah, I need to go down and around, I think. It is. I think we can all agree that this, as a story about a character going from birth to death, is Fallout 3 but good. Thank you for coming to
I know Fallout 3 is good.
Thanks for coming to my TED Talk. This is the good Fallout 3 now.
You're wrong.
You know I love you.
Yeah, as you should.
I told my parent that you do that, and she was like, "That's amazing." She's very down for the fact that you go as you should sometimes.
Yeah.
Or she was being polite. It's hard to tell.
There we are, Panda gets it. It's more New Vegas, but good.
I can put on a Santa hat.
Did you really go all this way just for a Santa hat?
Well, actually, I've also realised I have to do this puzzle again, so, yes. I may keep the Santa. Getting those passwords. Actually. Like 100% I do not know how this sort of final Easter egg puzzle is supposed to be solvable. I'm assuming it is. I'm just genuinely kind of unsure what I'm supposed to do. Now, oh, wait a second. Not doing that. Need to go to up a bit of this pizza. Oh my god, it's still chunky. Oh, it's a Christmas miracle. I'm sorry, James Pond is an advertisement for penguin bars.
I believe it.
I believe it. I'm just still a little shocked. Regardless. Here we go, the one room I haven't gone to. The boiler room. It has robots in it. It still has evil robots in it?
I thought all the robots got wiped out.
Yeah, yeah, these ones would get wiped. I guess it's just because this is the end game. This is not really a chapter, it's a finish off the bits of the game you didn't get to do segment. check out this level design that we put here that you could have missed. Oh my god, if you kill them and turn into a corpse, John. I'm hearing the gate, I guess. So shit, let's be Santa, I guess. That's the water wet tank. Did all that. Photo. There's peace photos. Don't forget your hat. Huh. I pay £5 and it gives me more junk at this photo booth that somebody has set up in my house. I guess. Yeah, I guess the idea of this bit is that you... I only did this. Did I have water diving when I did this? I cannot remember. Oh, that's the long corridor. So, yes, I did do that bit. Oh, this is a... Oh, this door's locked still. I still have a missing power. Is that wall breakable? Let's find out. Whoop. It is not. I feel like there's some there's some super secrets or something. Yeah, this... I feel like there's some stuff in this house that's still unresolved. And I do actually kind of want my regular hat back. So... Well, I got my regular hat back. I need to finish this off sharpish. How did I duck and jump at the same time? Here's dispatch more junk. Oh yeah, this is the underground parking? Wait, what does that mean? This is not a parking garage. This isn't. Okay, yeah, that works. Variable leaf support. Done. Oh, there's still junk in here. Oh, there is definitely something going on in the nuclear reactor that I missed. Oh, I'm sucking as we speak. Oh, there's a way out. Oh, there's a way out. That's what it is. That's the indication that at some point there's a way out of this nuclear reactor. Somewhere. This is probably something I shouldn't be doing at 2 in the morning. On an unscheduled stream. Rick! Go around. Oh wait, that is literally... Okay, let's quick reset. No, that's not it. Level outside of this bit. Then I can start back here instead. It's car paternoster. Was this originally a car parking and it became some sort of That's a lot to process at 2 in the morning. Also, did I literally just... What is the...
I mean, a paternoster is a type of lift.
Some sort of way out of this box into the upper box over there. Quite possibly it's supposed to be a better composer. But I do not see it at all. This is a cover. See the oh, there was a switch. There's a switch there. I'm ready to press both switches here. I'll be going through this entire thing. Potentially. Oh my goodness, my Christmas hat dies. The Christmas hat is clearly an Easter egg. Sort of thing. Because you can see the other hat in a lot of animations. It's neat, but I can be Santa, I guess. We're not talking much about how a child that we cared for died, are we?
Yeah, she got shot. We saw her get shot.
Yeah. Well, that was a child. We watched a child who died.
Well, we didn't see the child die. We saw the child get injured, which later led to the child's death.
Similar. The child didn't undie.
No, but seeing someone get injured fatally and seeing someone die is very different.
Yeah, you've got more experience with that than me, I think. To be honest. Not my specialty. Gotcha! Hey, look at that! Now I've just got to finagle this to the right point. God, the cars, they come for me. And I'm out. Welcome to the cars home. Is this a challenge still? Yes. I wonder if this is one of those things. I feel like maybe getting the letters of Horace is one of the sort of final Easter egg bits. As far as I'm aware, Horace hasn't chosen a name yet. It might be that picking a name is actually something that Horace hasn't done. He's just seen himself as the robot this whole time. Son of a bitch. Oh god, that went bad. Okay. Dying. I want Horace to I do want to get to Horace's death right now, but also I'm just like I'm fixating on getting the best ending that I want to do Horace justice.
There is no best ending. There's literally 2 endings.
Okay.
And you've unlocked both the things required for either of them.
So there's a lot more that seems, but maybe that's just software
But-
reruns.
The thing that determines which ending you get is whether or not you've got the million scrap. That is, it's whether you get to this point and choose to retire before or after you complete your mission.
Okay. Well, I just got all the junk I need. Oh my god. Well, I'm gonna die anyway. I'm gonna try and die anyway. Fucking hat, Jesus. Here's a bit of Freedom's a strong word. It's the sort of game with a commitment to making you actually travel through it, for the most part. Like, you have to catch the train. You can't fast travel apart from teleporter from your dead. Let's not think about that.
And to actively sacrifice himself to ensure your victory.
He sacrificed himself so I didn't do a boss twice.
It's not even that he disabled the virus so that it wasn't ongoing. Like that is the time traveling Professor One was a cat that didn't particularly like you until you'd already seen him dead. Like that was the fucking framing there. If he didn't infect you. It's just that the framing of it was he didn't seem to particularly like you until after you'd seen him die.
Sweet manna from heaven. What's that room still? That room.
Probably it may well just be you've not unlocked one of the shortcuts.
Yeah, I did this right. I did the one something right. Oh,
Yeah.
oh, it's because I don't use the approach. I approach from the other direction. So
And exactly, you've
technically
done the
I can't.
shortcut.
Oh god. I'm just... the two doors that require the password are just... I should go... I don't have to replay the whole game to work out what those are. But this is, again, it's just finish the game. You know, it's just like... This is... I'm worried this is becoming a, like, WD Gaster obsession. Where the real solution is to not care. It's not... Dang it! The music's changing throughout the house, neat. Shortcut. Did it! Son of a bitch. Let's just quickly. Every single thing has been every single unrepeatable thing. The unrepeatable boss is here. If I were to do time trials. I guess. I don't. But it's nice that it's there. There are two doors that are locked and require a password, and there is... Wait a minute, is there a room there as well? Oh, fuck. You know what, I'm going to assume that we're done, okay?
Yeah.
I'm gonna... I've put basically everything. I'm gonna just...
Now then, there's not go on then.
Yeah, I'm a millionaire. It's fine. I'm sure there's other stuff I could... Become invincible for a short time. Pressing down, down, and run.
Oh. Would you like that one gift wrapped, sir? The cost for this upgrade is 80,000.
Pennies. For Harold.
There you are, the final upgrade.
That's the final upgrade. Yep. Now I'm... And then I temporarily become a ninja. There is 80 junk left here. Somehow.
But you've done all you need to
I've
do
got
in real
what I
life.
need to do. It's... Yeah.
Over the next couple of months I started to get slower and slower. I needed a cane to help me walk, and my circuits felt so cold that the old lady suggested I wore the old man's lovely thick jacket. Life was simple, one day into the next. Just helping out wherever I could. Then one morning things got really exciting. Mrs. Silton was going to have the baby. Eventually, after much screaming and cursing, mostly from Mr. Silton, the baby was born. He was this lovely little squishy pink thing, but for some reason he wouldn't stop crying. Alice suggested getting him a teddy bear, but there was no way Heather was giving hers away. That's when I remembered something. That's perfect, said the old lady. Thank you.
Baby stole my name and my life essence. What is it about robots dying that makes me sad? Oh. Oh. I've gone to heaven. Okay. Oh shit, I should have tried ballooning to space in heaven. Oh shit. I forgot to balloon into space. I forgot to balloon into space.
And so I was born. The first people I remember seeing were the old man, the old lady, and their daughter, Heather.
You're the robot now, child. You've been assigned Horace. Video game.
The end.
Like, Thatcher's trapped on the moon, Panda, it's fine. Like, they'll die of moon poisoning eventually. Oh god, the monolith appeared twice in this game.
Hmm?
one of them did in prehistoric times and on the moon. Just. That was a good game, I think. Like, again, plot went all over the shop, but that's kind of not the point. The plot's just there to tie together some good set pieces in the end. And it's the emotional stuff that matters. For the most part, it really nailed that stuff. When I started this stream, I did not expect Horace to die of robot cancer. I'll be honest with you. And continue. Oh, I've become... Okay, good. I can check on the additional stuff off camera if I need to. I'm just also a ghost now. I guess that means I don't see what happens if I guess that means I don't get to see what happens. I'm Horace the White. Okay.
You were reborn after fighting a Balrog on top of a mountain.
And I think Horace's Balrog was actually just collecting 1 million junk. But yeah, I guess so. Oh, dear me.
Who is live? Let's have a
Who
look.
is live? Because this is not a time I'm usually streaming.
Yes, Bunny Bandit is live. It's Black Friday is live. Fort Slime is live.
Oh, Mildred Thought Slim. I haven't rated Mildred Thought Slim. Why am I talking like this? Why is... Oh, Silver has linked the furry Lindsay Lohan to the stream box.
What was Saturday? Because you said you wanted to promote that yesterday, but
yes,
hadn't.
I keep forgetting. It is a friend's birthday on Sunday. As a result, I will not be able to stream, probably. As a result, Sunday's stream at 8 PM will be happening on Saturday at 8 PM instead. Because, yeah, I don't really have that. And, I don't want to make promises, but it might be Warhammer 40k Space Marine. I'm not sure, though, because if I'm in a mood on that day where I don't want to be doing anything grimdark, I might have to change that. But that was that's been my plan for a while. So, I'd love to do Dropsy at some point, but I don't think I own it. Give me a second. Dropsy seems like the sort of game that would actually be a really good fit for this stream. Actually. But yeah. No, I finished Horace. It's been a while since I've finished a game on stream, and especially one that was like that long. Now I think about it.
Like, you literally finished a game the day before yesterday.
I meant a long game, babe. But yeah, I get what you mean. Dropsy is being added to my Steam wishlist right now because I don't own it. But there's also a Warm Damp Hug edition. And also, it's also a game that the Jimquisition liked, which is... It turns out my taste of games is not too dissimilar from James Stephanie Sterling, huh? Like, it often is. I'm surprised, actually, that my tastes are aligning more and more with them. Especially as initially I really did not align with... Like, I always liked their... pretty much always liked their content, but, like... I quite often didn't agree with them on things. But as I've grown a bit more old, I kind of like their stuff a lot. I kind of agree with them a lot more, which is interesting, I guess. Sure. Wait, Raid. Oh yeah, no, but yeah, don't remember. I will be retweeting the things. I will be. But yeah, no, because Horace, like, what? That was like at least 10 hours of stream was Horace. That's a lot for me. But, I'm apparently following someone I've never heard of.
It may well be a name change.
I think it's probably a name change, but just give me a second to double check who that is. Because this does happen. I do follow a lot of people.
Because the only two that I'm actively following that are live are it's Black Friday, who's playing Sims 4, and Bunny Bennett, who
I
is
think that
streaming
is
a
Bunny.
film.
Yeah.
What, movie Mauve for Liam, yeah.
Yeah, no, they weren't called that when I was last checking, but apparently, but yeah, no, apparently I'm not following the brain sludge.
It's in my recommended channel.
You know what? It's okay. So I will give a warning that Thought Slime, Mildred is cool. They do good videos on 2 separate YouTube channels. They do these live stream things. They are currently watching and commenting upon an angry toxic nerd in the words of the title of the stream. So, to be clear, just to be clear, if you do not want to watch a cool person riffing on an arsehole, you may want to drop out before this raid. But if you do want to see that, I haven't raided them before, and I feel like I'm going to do that. I'm going to do that. Why not? Let's do that. No reason not to do that. You know, I like supporting people, especially as I have no money to give to people. I usually stream on Wednesdays and Sundays at 8 PM GMT. Again, this week I am streaming on Saturday. This was an off-schedule stream. But I had a very fun time. And I only cried a little bit about a man dying of robot cancer. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed the robot cancer, friends. I need to sleep. I really need to sleep at this point. Oh, flipping heck. Oh, but yeah, I do hope you enjoyed everything. And I kiss your dad on the lips, as the McElroys say. Why the fuck do they say that?